A to the K.
A to the K.
A to the K.
Hello, welcome to All Out Predictions.
Yeah.
Oh, it was alright, wasn't
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
it makes a difference when you can just watch it at a normal time, you know? Just enjoy it.
I think that really does add something to a pay-per-view, you
It
know?
does. It really does. Like,
I think if we look back this year, anyone that was like at a reasonable time, either Saudi or in the UK, we were like, this is pretty good pay-per-view because we were actually able to like, you know, watch it without falling asleep.
we've been quite lucky the past year or two because it's been like being over in Wales and Scotland and France and Germany and loads of Saudi shows. And it's
Some
like,
cultures.
you know, then London.
Well-travelled, mate.
Yeah.
That's another pay-per-view.
I also want to point out for the visual audience here that Anthony's not this much taller than me. He's sitting on a.
I am taller than him.
He is taller than me, but he's sitting on like a booster seat practically.
I just want to clear up the rumours. I am not on a booster seat. It is a lie. And defamation of character, I believe. Yeah.
What character? Anyway, All Out. So we went all in. It's now All Out, and I can't wait for next month's AEW Shake It All About.
Fucking love it. Every year, fucking love it. Go on.
But do you know what? It's shaping up all right, to be fair, and they're quite good at doing that.
It's another one. All right.
Yeah, they're shaping up all right.
That should have been the British pay-per-view, shouldn't it? All in. All right.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that would work.
Sorry.
Or it should have been well in.
Well in. Get in. Yeah.
That's what it is to be. But yeah, they're quite good at AEW at doing this, to be fair, because they build up a massive show for Wembley. And then it's like, well, then they've got a show like the week later. Actually, 2 weeks later this time. So, which makes sense. But
we didn't get the scoop from Mega this time.
Oh, yeah. But Mega did just get married. So, congratulations to Mega. But, yeah, they've 2 weeks later, and they've then pivoted to loads of other new feuds. So, it's cool how they've done that. They built them up so quickly. Yeah. So, let's dive into it, shall we? Dive into it. First one.
I mean, this was set up.
It was set up. Yeah. So we got this on the...
For those listening, this is Willow versus... I want to say Statlander.
Well, that's her name, so that's why...
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't remember her first name for a second. And this isn't an insult to her. You know when your mind blanks on something that you know, and then you're like, shit. And I was like, first name.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll go with Statlander. And I remember that it's Chris.
It is. Why don't you just do Old Man Carl and just be like... Because it says it right there.
Because you've got it in front of you. For me to do Old Man Carl, I'll be doing this.
Well, that's true.
Which is sus as fuck.
It is kind of sus as fuck. I thought that was quite seamless, actually. I don't think anyone would have picked up on it. But this, they had a match on the pre-show, didn't they? It was a mixed tag match. Ishii was with Willow.
I mean, we need to talk about that pre-show. It was fucking random, man.
That was random, to be fair. I'm still fuming they brought Jamie Hayter back that way.
I mean, that's the random part. It's like, wasn't that a bigger deal? Why are we on the pre-show? I'm not insulting the pre-show. I get it. They're trying to grab eyes to it, but I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. They must have been like, well, if we do a big return on the pre-show, people will think there's big stuff happening, so they'll buy it.
But then people like us will go, wait, what happened in the pre-show?
Exactly. Yeah. So also not announced, but I do expect us to get Jamie Hayter and Saraya. Sorry.
Yeah.
For this as well.
Speaking of Saraya and Pages, I believe she's got a book coming out, Carl.
She does next year. Check it out. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very interesting read, to be fair. She's had a
real page turner.
Whole life. Whole life in the business. Like, if she was on WWE, that's what it would have been called.
Would have. No, it's WWE. It would have been called something much worse.
Yeah, true.
Because they're not... I feel like they're naming conventions sometimes a bit... I mean, they gave us, what is it, fucking Great Balls of Fire or whatever the fuck they called that pay-per-view. Like, they're not great with naming conventions, I don't think, but...
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Anyway, let's not, yeah. But Willow is taking on Kris Statlander. So, because Willow and Ishii won on the pre-show for All In, she's picked a Chicago street fight, Anthony. Of course it is. Like, what makes it a Chicago street fight out of the fact in Chicago? If you don't go to Mindy's Bakery.
I think that's what it is, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah. But it's like...
You could just call it a street fight, but let's remind people where they are, even though they know.
Yeah. But it's like, you wouldn't do it like a Delaware street fight, would you? You know what I mean? Look,
I'm in Delaware.
Looking quality. Let us know in the comments if you get that reference.
But yeah, I take your point. It wouldn't be like you go, oh yeah, it's a Liverpool street fight.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
To be fair, you probably would. But
yeah,
I was gonna say something then, but based on horrible acts that have happened near us recently.
Probably
let's not do that. But I'm excited for this match. To be fair, the mixed tag was an interesting one, but these two obviously they've had a few building for a while. They've not really had a chance to, have eyeballs on them. The fact that it was on pre-show as well, setting up for this. So
who are you expecting to be winning here?
Well, it's a tough one. So Willow won on the other one. It should be Willow, but the fact that she won it all in makes me think.
This is just putting a stamp on the win, though, if she wins again.
I mean, maybe. But then you've had Chris Statlander turning heel, and she's not really done a whole hell of a lot with it.
Somebody turning heel, not doing a hell of a lot with it. That doesn't sound like it.
Right, I know. So I'll still go with Willow, but I think this could be the end of Statlander and what's his face? Blanked on his name. That guy. Stokes.
Welcome to my world.
You handled it better than me. You were like, Statlander. I was just like, that guy. Well, yeah.
Do you know what? Like, speaking of old Stokes there, like, do you not think the graphics could do with a little bit more appreciation for the managers? Because that looks like he's just sort of photobombed a little bit, creeped into frame. Like,
a little bit.
I don't know.
To be fair,
Heyman didn't look as, like, us. You know what I mean?
He did do a fantastic job when he had Mariah May on both Tony Storm's side and Marie what's her name?
That was nice.
Shiraga.
Yeah. But no, I think just more like the placement and visual of it.
Yeah.
You just sort of slot him in on the side there.
All right, graphic design.
I don't know if it's because of the way he's positioned in that picture. It just looks like he stepped into frame.
Hello.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to go Willow, basically. But I'm glad that they're going to get this feud highlighted a little bit because it's been building in the background for a while now. So I think this will be the end of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll go Willow as well, I think.
Willow? Yeah. Just to really cement Willow after winning on both. That's what you think. Yeah. Which takes us to the next one. Maxwell, Jacob Friedman against Daniel Garcia.
See, I feel like this is one of the moments where this is me going to be a bitch, but I'm going to be a bitch, right? I feel like AEW, this is one of the moments where they think they've built a story, but it's a shit story.
Yeah.
Like, because there's history there, they're like, oh, it's been built. It's like, it's not been built. Daniel Garcia was like not around for a bit, come back, he's cost him the match. That's the build. Like, people don't really give a fuck about what happened before. That's the build. He turned up at All In, and now they're having a match.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I'm not overly impressed with the booking of this.
At least they haven't just randomly thrown them together. At least there's something which
there is.
This match makes
I think what makes it harder is the fact that, the feud should have always been Adam Cole, and Adam Cole's... I mean, where is Adam Cole?
Who knows?
He's not even on TV right now.
Injured money again.
He was injured, but he was injured most of his time on TV, but this time he's like not on TV.
I don't even know what's happened with the Undisputed Kingdom now. They're kind of still there. Yeah. It hurts me still to this day because MJF and Cole and the best friend thing and everything was great, wasn't it? And then it just, the whole devil thing just didn't.
The trouble is they wanted. I don't know why they couldn't have kept it going as long as it has. And Adam Cole's obviously been out a lot longer than I think anyone expected, but. Like, the payoff being Adam Cole, and then it's like, right, we're done now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess. The audience kind of ruined it because so many people were convincing themselves it was all a work with Punk and stuff like that. It's like, it's not.
That's what happens, though, when they try and be smarter than the booker, don't they? And they're going to be disappointed. Yeah.
But then nothing was going to compare to that booking that they made, so then it ruined the whole thing for them.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to have to disagree with them.
Anyway.
To a degree. Because I get what you're saying, there's not loads of build there, but... When MJF came back, he was still a baby face and he was going to help Daniel Garcia, but then he turned on Daniel Garcia, went back to a heel, and then Garcia's cost him a belt against Ospreay. So there's more there to it.
Well, I don't give a shit about that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care for this feud, if I'm honest. Like, MJF's got to win it, because you're not going to have him lose against Ospreay, then against Garcia.
No.
Surely.
I mean, realistically, you wouldn't have him lose against Garcia.
He never really loses, does he? So...
I mean, it's not. But Garcia's not the guy to do it, is he? Not right now. And I think he can be a future star. I'm not shitting on him. Yeah. Like, right now, where he is in his career, beating MJF just would seem unrealistic. No. So
I also, as well, I know we were chatting about it. Like, people were saying, is he worth the money AEW have paid for him and stuff like that? I don't think he's actually got enough charisma other than his little thing that he does, which doesn't really make sense anymore because he's not in the group where it kind of made sense.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, at least he's not walking down the ring, like all the way down the ring. take forever.
True.
You know what I
That
mean?
is true. Well, yeah, he's definitely got the in-ring side anyway, so he could turn into something.
I think he's got potential, but like that's the thing is like right now, if he beat MJF, what would you do with that? Because there's not enough there. He needs to build. He needs to have some decent feuds, and this is the start of that. But like him winning, it just wouldn't feel right. So I think it has to be MJF.
Yeah, I wonder as well whether I can see Alicia Atoot becoming like an on-screen manager for MJF pretty soon. Yeah, because
does he need one? Though?
Well, no, but they've hired her as like a backstage interviewer, haven't they? And it's like everyone kind of knows about the situation and things. So I think they're gonna maybe go down the route that they did with what's his face in MLW, and literally have her as like a valet and a manager who's always there. Richard Holiday. Yeah. But we'll see. I guess what I'm saying is MJF's not going to beat him clean. He's going to win. He hasn't got his Dynamite Diamond ring anymore because the Brits stole it, which is what we do. So yeah, I think maybe Alicia Atoot or something getting involved. Maybe MJF's like, I'm really hurt. Alicia Atoot comes out to check on him. Are you okay? And then Daniel Garcia's got a decision to make.
He's just there like...
Yeah, all that. Which is infinitely better, actually. Book it that way. Well, that's my bold prediction.
Okay.
You just think MJF?
I think Muddy in the Waters with the manager would be a bad move, but let's see. I think MJF's got to win it though.
Yeah, he has to. I think. Being
really negative. I'm going to be super positive about this one.
12 times in the mate.
No, take it back.
Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, this time in a cage. Hang on, I could have done that better. It needs to rhyme, right?
Good.
I'm trying to think. Swerve Strickland and Adam Page, this time in a steel cage. Okay. But, I don't know, it had something different to it, doesn't it, at least? And every time they've had a match, it's been a decent match. They do
have decent matches, but I'm at a point now, I'm like, how many matches have they had?
Honestly, I don't know. A lot.
That's the thing. So I don't even know who's winning at this point.
Yeah. Well, again, like, what do you do? Because you've had Hangman come back, and like he didn't win the fucking battle royal, did he, to get the shot at the title? Because Christian won it. It was like, right, okay.
Like, what the fuck was that?
No idea. When's that happening anyway? Because why is Jungle Boy fighting him? Did I miss something there?
Don't know.
I must have missed something. But what was I even saying? Yeah, so these guys have always had absolute bangers. But you've just had Swerve lose the title. So he can't lose again. Then you've had Hangman lose, and he's going to lose again. So it's like, well, fuck, what to do for either of them?
Lose again.
What to do for either of them?
Swerve's a ledge, and Swerve just needs to just fucking put another fucking nail in this coffin. Because I'm fucking sick of this now.
I'm just all about the dance moves. Daniel Garcia into Prince Nana.
I don't want to get to a point, right, where they look back at Swerve's career in a few years down the line when he's retiring, and they're all just Hangman matches, and we can't have that. He needs to have more in his catalogue. We need to move on. Yeah. So I want him to fucking finish this.
We will, if they have another match after this one, then it's fucking insane, right? This has to be the end of it all, right? Like, literally, he went into fucking... Swerve went into Hangman's house, didn't he? Or something? And like, fucking...
Hangman's house sounds like a fucking in-ring show.
You just give Tony an idea now. And Hangman's house match. Yeah. Hangman's house versus Swerve's house. Yeah. Fucking...
That's so good. Hangman's house is just like a normal house, but everyone's saloon doors, every one of them.
Get those two American house flippers, the twins, whatever that show's called. Those twin guys who flip houses. Get them involved for some reason.
I feel like
house versus house match.
I feel like that should be really obvious what that is, because how many shows about twins flipping houses do you have? But I have no idea what you're talking about. I
imagine that's pretty much the entire slate of TLC.
Also, and this may just be me, but when people talk and they use the term flipping houses, do you just visualize somebody being like, rah?
No, I just think some British person's really angry. Flipping houses. So many flipping houses.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But I'm going to go Swerve.
It's got to be Swerve. If it's not Swerve, I quit.
It's got to be Swerve. Yeah. Same.
If it's not Swerve, I'm quitting.
I mean, I'm not going to quit, to be fair, but Anthony's going to quit. So, if you don't like Anthony...
I'll just come back as my alter ego. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a wrestling pod, so it won't really matter.
I like that. Just got a Mr. America.
I'll go for classic WWE insensitive era, and I'll just come back with some sort of accent and be Antonio.
I like it.
Doesn't matter if I'm appropriating the culture. It's fine. It's for the lols.
Jericho's got 27 gimmicks, so you can have two. Right? Yeah. Which takes us to Mercedes Mone, Hikaru Shida. Monae?
I mean, yeah. Like, thing is, this will be a good match, and I think people are unfairly shitting on Monae so far. But the trouble is like, there's not really much to get invested in right now.
No.
Like, she's probably going to win, and I hope this is the start of something. But the start of something on a pay-per-view seems a bit odd. Not necessarily a feud there, but like obviously I don't know. Hopefully something happens that makes this more interesting, because it's just a match, isn't it? And Monae's obviously going to win.
It is. To quote our classic selves, it's a match and it happened. Yeah. It's an interesting one. This for me, what they should have done is when they had Britt Baker against Mercedes Mone, they should have had Camille getting involved. They should have had Jamie Hayter come down, make the save, done like a tag team match here and that kind of thing.
That would have been nice. That's
what they should have done. Instead, you know, Mercedes has beat Britt, and now it's like, well, they've done a fatal four-way to find a new challenger in Shida. And I'm not shitting on Shida. She's won it.
But is Britt even on this card?
Not yet.
So that's nice. She's back, and
yeah. So,
and the internet seems to be shitting on her now for some reason.
It's gotta be something there as well. Shit on Britt.
Nice. But it's like, have you seen that? Like this accusing her of sandbagging and everything now. It's like, oh, you know, she might be a tiny bit rusty.
Yeah, it's the same thing that people were accusing Thunder Rosa of.
Yeah, and Britt, she was injured.
Britt being one of them.
Internet's fucking horrible.
So,
no.
Yeah.
Apparently Britt was one of them.
So yeah. But no, as of now, she's not booked on this at all. But could she get involved in this potentially? We will see.
Maybe.
Well,
he is a pillar after all.
Mercedes Mone's not losing, though, is she? Let's be fair. So, I don't know who's going to dethrone her either.
Me neither.
But we'll see. But it won't be Shida.
Is she standing right behind her?
Oh, that would be cool. To be fair. Which takes us to
probably one of the most. What's the word? The one I'm looking forward to the most of the card so far. In all honesty, because Pac puts on fucking brilliant matches, as does Ospreay. So I don't care how little build up there is. This is just going to be a banger of a match.
Well, this might have little build up, but in my pants, there's a big build up because I'm freaking wet for this match. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
Did you see? Like, it's so funny because Pac was a good guy. He's just won the trios titles, hasn't he, with Blackpool Combat Club, which is weird. I guess because the Lucha Bros are going to WWE.
Are they though?
That's what's rumoured, and then all of a sudden Pac's now with the BCC, so it's like...
I can't wait to see him in the LWO.
Yeah. Or
I know the world's made that joke.
Los Garza.
I know the world's made that joke, but I just want to throw it in there.
That's true.
That's literally all WWE does. Like, put a bit of action.
But like, did you see Ospreay comes out and he's going to confront Ricochet? And then like a normal person would come and like hit him in the back, and Pac does a full-on fucking... Whatever, the Poison Rana on him.
Pac was fucking awesome.
Insane.
Like, from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's the truth, from out of nowhere.
But this is going to be... This has the potential for match of the year for me. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, MJF and Ospreay was fucking great. But this can just be...
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Immense.
Yeah.
And the cool thing with all this is they've got to do Ospreay and Ricochet again at some point. It's a match that, unless you've watched the Indies fucking donkeys ago, you've not seen.
Oh, they're going to have to do it.
So
you've got that to look forward to.
If that happens this year, that's going to be match of the year. So... I'm looking forward to this. Ospreay just won it. It's not going to lose it. If I've got a problem with this card, is the predictability. I feel like it's all very predictable.
Yeah.
Watch me be completely wrong, but as it stands, like it's a lot of people have just won titles at All In, so to lose them straight away at All Out doesn't seem possible. But maybe you've got different opinions on that in a minute. What we'll talk about, but I'm going to say Ospreay.
Yeah, would you?
I think it's going to be match of the night as well.
I do think. What do you think? I think there may be some involvement from Rick.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Even if it's just like a face to face afterwards or something.
Yeah, because he kind of had a little bit of thing with Pac, didn't he, as well? So yeah, we'll get something like that. But Anthony, the AEW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and who is it? It's Danielson versus
Gentleman Jack Perry.
Jack Perry. Like that could actually work as a gimmick for him. But not this like
no. The only true gimmick.
I'm a bad guy because I wear a leather jacket.
Unlikable Jack Perry is the only gimmick he's got.
To be fair, he nails that gimmick though.
Like I just like I've gone with the aesthetic of a sex offender. Like I'm not sure why he did that. Yeah. And for those who are like, what, like that 70s show, what I was getting at. I just I have a real fear with this, and I probably shouldn't put it out there on air because I said this to you, but I have a real fear with this that they're gonna think that they're building good heat and it's not good heat by putting the belt on Jack. and leaning into the unlikable I'm friends with the EVPs thing, and also screwing over the expectation with Danielson, because it was like, if he loses, he's going to retire. And that's the stipulation now. So people are just waiting for him to like be bested. And I feel like they're going to subvert some expectation here. There's no way he could lose, and they're going to have him lose and maybe involve the Young Bucks and screw the guy over. And then we've got, oh, look how super heel he is. But it's like, no, but it's not the right kind of heel, because you've just pissed everyone off with this booking.
Do you know what? For anyone other than Jack Perry, if you've ousted CM Punk from the company and then you retired Danielson in a really shitty way that was like so unjust and unfair, and that's his last match, you would be fucking legit top heel. Because it's Jack Perry, you'd just be like,
this is the trouble. But
sake.
they're convinced he's going to be a great heel, so it just keeps going like this. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. He needs to, like,
I don't know.
Like, at the end of the day, his real life girlfriend is Anna Jay, who, like, 99% of fucking the AEW fan base would be swooning over. So just have him come out with it.
I think that's part of the reason we hate him.
Most of the reason I hate him, if I'm honest. Other than that, he's a sound guy. But I can't, like, surely not. Surely they will not have Danielson beat Swerve and then lose in his first defense and then retire to Jack fucking Perry.
I don't know. Do you not think that's wild enough booking that Tony could have conceived?
Oh, I can, but it's possible. But if it happens, to quote you before, I am done. If it happens, you might see Carlito come back for the show, but it will not be me. I will be gone, because
we'll both end up just affecting accents and being totally different people.
Yeah. Surely not. I can't ever see that happening. So I'm gonna have to go Danielson.
As it's a prediction show, I'm going to go Jack Perry. I don't want it to happen. I want to be very clear on that. I do not want that to happen. But I want to throw it out there because it was my idea.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah, that was All Out. We've only got 6 matches announced so far. But shaping up to be a really good card, I think, especially off the back of what was a really good All In. So I expect I was
trying to break it.
I expect many more matches to be announced, though. It is an AEW pay-per-view at the end of the day, so we're probably looking at like 12 matches on there, and probably like 15 with the pre-show. So, yes, Saraya and Jamie Hayter, it's a possibility.
Are we expecting
Ricochet in some
any
form.
more surprises? Like, just going back to the main event as an example, we've had this cryptic message from Mox. It's not your company anymore.
So what?
Perry is mates with the EVPs, who may not be the top dogs they think they are. If you read into Mox's comments,
Here comes the money. Is it Shane McMahon? Is it Shane?
But if Mox is involved in some sort of coup and it takes away the power from the EVPs, then it loses Jack's part. That could all be part of this main event match where all this kind of shit kicks off.
So maybe it's the Blackpool Combat Clubs.
Potentially, like, you could have Omega's involvement.
Yeah.
And he doesn't agree with the Bucks or something like that, because he's due back at some point.
True.
So I feel like there's probably a surprise waiting to happen there, and I think I'm hoping that they're going to try and like capitalize on the sort of cryptic message from Mox and maybe build that a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, what I thought was interesting with that as well is, why was Marina Shafir involved? Seemed like she's in cahoots with Mox as well. So is it like, are they just recruit? Like, I kind of think I worry it's going to be an NWO situation, but with the Blackpool Combat Club. I can see them coming out with BCC and doing the fucking for life shit. 100% could.
Yeah.
They're just recruiting everyone.
BCC became like a stupid name after Regal left.
Yeah. Like that,
to be named after a man who's now actively in WWE is just fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense. But maybe they'll rebrand.
Maybe.
The CCC, the Cleveland Combat Club.
Or just the Combat Club.
Yeah. Maybe.
DCC.
But yeah, I can see it going that way. But you're absolutely right. They are teasing something, and people are kind of losing their minds, thinking it's going to be something huge. Maybe we'll see the outcome of that at All Out.
Maybe. If they try and mimic the NWO, like, Bischoff's going to lose his fucking mind, but he's also probably going to get a lot of clicks.
Maybe Bischoff is in it, and it's long-term booking.
Yeah, that's why I've been shitting on him for like 2 years. I was like, no, it's not.
I read something as well the other day. Did you see that? Has it now been confirmed that WWE did hire a bunch of bots on Twitter, and Tony Khan has been kind of proven right?
No,
I think I read that somewhere.
Was it on Tony Khan's Twitter.
Maybe. I think he commented on something. I don't know whether it was like an official thing or what, but I feel like if we would have done a news segment this week, we would know the answer to that. But no, nothing recent. No, maybe I'm making it up. But
Carl makes up news.
That's what everyone else does.
I mean, that is kind of what.
Yeah, there's nothing frequent there, is there? I've obviously made it up. But we will see. What?
Do you reckon we get more clicks for made up news?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Get clicks, but then people are like,
those guys are dicks.
Yeah. Clicks for the dicks. Speaking of which, subscribe.
Just ask for a million.
Yeah, they were our All Out predictions. Let us know in the comments. Also, let us know if you got the reference from before, because, you'd be good people if you did.
You want to throw another one in there?
Cool.
Oh, I'll have to beat you to death with your own shoes.
That was good, that one.
I like that one. It's such a random one if you don't know the reference.
Yeah,
to say
you have to stay in a Brummie accent, though.
I struggle with the accents. I feel like I kind of do it, but I do struggle with the accent. Okay. But I like to throw that out there every once in a while in life, and if you don't know the reference, people are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a very,
it's niche.
It's meta, that, to be fair. But yeah, let us know if you get the reference. Let us know what you think of the AEW All Out card, who you think's going to win. What's the big surprise? What's Moxley doing?
It's a cake.
Tell us all about it. From Mindy's Bakery. Back. You heard it here first.
What?
But yeah, so let us know all that good stuff. If you listen to this, do give us a 5-star review on
If you're listening to this,
stop it. It's not ASMR. But too lazy to wear them yet because we need to iron them first. But big shout out to we are official supporters.
What side have you done? I'll do the back.
Okay. Well, that's like fucking cool. Hot Tag Foundation.
Yeah.
Why do we look like Oompa Loompas when we put this up? What's that about? Well, I mean, maybe I just look like an Oompa Loompa.
It shows you a lot about the contrasting colours. No, it's not doing it to me. Yeah.
But we are official supporters of the Hot Tag Foundation.
Indeed.
Go and check official. Out. Links always in the description on both audio and video. But
I believe we've got not this time around because we haven't loaded it up, but we've got a short we can put in.
We'll stick like a
little voices
in as well. So that will be fun and games. But yeah, check those guys out, and we will catch you on the next one.